I think that every single adult, male and female, should have a prenup before coming into a marriage.
Here's what's funny. When you're talking about advising, you're like, listen, women, what I want you to do is have your own independent money. And the way that you can do this and not outsource the child care so you don't have to work is hopefully you can be one of the few.
So you don't have to work.
Hang on.
I'm not saying that.
Yes.
So you don't have to work.
Yeah,
so that you
so
can
let me
work,
give me give the position.
Right. So
okay,
you can.
Let me give the position.
Okay.
And I'll make sure I'm steel manning it. Women should have own money. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
They get money by working. Do we agree with that?
Yes.
Women have children, and you don't want them to outsource the care of the children to other people.
It depends.
Don't.
If I want to go on a date night with my husband, yes, I will
That's not
outsource.
outsourcing care.
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm referring to. About outsourcing care.
Hiring a babysitter for 6 hours is far different than sending your
So
kid.
we have different definitions.
No, we don't have a
then
different.
of
It's so
outsourcing
absurd.
You're arguing in bad faith.
We're gonna
You know what it
argue.
means.
Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, can you come babysit tonight? Oh, you just outsource the care of your. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about long-term outsourcing of the raising of your children to
Which
other
I don't
people.
You're talking about nanny
Exactly.
raising.
So what if
So
you
So
want
then
to
if
live
I'm-
in nanny?
You got to stop interrupting, or I can't. We'll never get through the argument. I promise we'll be able to engage. But walking through the argument,
On your time.
woman stays home. Well, who's having the argument? So woman stays home, and you want her to have her own money. You don't want her to outsource the care of the children. That means that she has to get some kind of remote job while she's at home. But instead of contributing all of that to the joint household expenses, you still are recommending that she hold some of it in reserve, right? In her own account that her husband can't access?
Yeah, and the man as well. Yes.
He doesn't need to.
How
not
does
know
that
about
not
it.
create a massive division in the marriage? Why not just share everything in the marriage? You're married.
Because
Because
things are
there's
allowed.
a
Because women are selfish.
Oh, no. That's
No,
not
you
a good
want
enough
the
reason for a
government to make the
prenup.
decision
No.
for you.
Well, then why get married?
Why get
married?
Right, guys? Why get married?
Answer my question.
Forget
get
love.
married.
Forget love.
You can't have love. You can't have love without marriage. You can't have love without marriage. Can't have children without marriage. Can't have those things without marriage. Why
I'm
get
saying that
married
you
at all?
can.
If the whole idea here from you,
There's many
from the
reasons to get married.
FemCon, the FemCon idea, don't marry yourself to the state, get a prenup instead. It's like, okay, well then why get married at all? Can you explain that to me?
Because right now marriage is a legal institution as well. It didn't used to be.
Why
right?
that's the same thing you're advising a prenup
so since
for.
it is, you're denying reality, which is that marriage is a legal concept.
Why do they even need to get married at all then?
You're
Oh, so
legally married
arguing now
after.
against marriage. Is that the case?
How is that me arguing instead of asking you a question? What's the difference between a question and an argument?
You just said why get married
Are
at all?
questions arguments?
Questions are not.
Y'all are
arguments.
stating
Great.
opinions.
So then I asked you a question.
And
having a
That's the
debate.
opposite of an
Question.
argument. The question is, why get married at all then?
Why get married at all? Because you want somebody to witness your life. Because you want a life partner. Because of love. Because that is
Okay.
what creates healthy, intelligent children that
Security.
can see parents that are in a healthy relationship, that love each other. There's so many benefits to marriage, and I want people to get married.
So help me out here.
But you're not helping the cause. That's why I'm here.
This is so. Hang on. Well, I'm glad you're here. This is so strange. Tell me any of those things that you just listed that you can't have absent marriage.
Absent of marriage, because you don't have commitment. You don't have.
Why not?
Because you don't. Nothing says I choose you and I'm committed to the person.
Like a prenup.
It's a
other
secured
than
commitment.
marriage.
Nothing says I choose you like a prenup.
And a marriage.
Nothing says
I'd like to
but
know-
Pikachu,
You're right.
I choose you.
Here's the reality of marriage. Divorce happens.
Stop.
Why can't she speak?
I'm about to allow you to speak, but I was trying to actually open it up to the whole
just
panel
fucking
here
talks
for a
a lot.
moment.
Sorry, Zaddy.
That's what but you guys, let me get it in here. We have a chat coming through, then I'll have you guys weigh in.
Flavia Sassinus is
You gotta
donated $200.
be on the.
Pius the feminist dresses like a 304. Typical.
Great.
Do you want to respond to that really quick?
If this is dressed like that, then that is your
Maybe just
qualifier.
move the mic back.
Also,
Did you have more on that though?
No, but thank you.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
wanted to respond to you and saying like, oh, trust them, and you said, oh, trust them. So like, how many people that share blood with us that we're supposed to trust, maybe our mother or father, or even someone that we trusted, a partner that we trusted for many years, we feel so secure in that scenario. How many times does that trust fleet away? So trust is fucking So it only goes so far.
I just don't think you should, as a man,
Trust yourself, number one. Trust is hard.
Absent Christianity, there's actually no reason for men to get married.
From your view, the materialist view,
Logical view
yeah, well, it's
for
not.
women.
Hang on. If it's the logical view, then I need this one question answered.
Sure.
If we're only protecting our stuff, our things, stuff we want, and protecting
Livelihood.
from the future,
You got to stop.
yeah.
Hold on.
Well, it's not
Give me
stuff.
one
It's not
second.
material.
Hold on. You've been interrupting a fuck ton. Your contributions with your little quips and your little add-ins are not really, they're not adding substance to the conversation, and it's
He's calling
interrupting.
it what it's not.
But just, even if you disagree, let him finish. Just let him finish. You don't need to add in. Go ahead, continue. Andrew.
Yeah, and then I'll gauge with your view, I promise. If that's the case and it's just material, and you say it's logical, it's logical for you to want to keep material separation in case bad things happen, what the fuck is the point of getting married at all? If you're going to sign a contract with the state, if you're preventing the state from coming in and dividing assets by having other contracts, why not just use the secular method and just have all of those things absent the state contract? That would be the most logical thing. So unless you can explain to me what it is you're going to get out of a marriage that two people can't just agree to, right, absent the religious qualia, then I want to hear it. What?
Yeah. So you're arguing then that you're arguing against reality. So you're denying reality, and the reality that we live in is that marriage is not just a religious institution now; it is also a financial agreement and a long-term life contract.
Then why do it?
Right? Right?
Why do
Are you
it?
asking me why I would do it?
I'm asking you, what would be the point if it's the case that you see marriage as being a long-form financial partnership with another person?
Yes.
Right? That you want to protect yourself from the state dividing your assets with that person, potentially leaving you with nothing.
No.
Why get married
What
at
about the
all?
kids?
You can still you can live in the same house with them. You can raise the kids the
What
same
about the
exact
kids?
way.
You need a prenup. It'd be good
Why
to have a
why
prenup.
do you need to
leave-
have a prenup if you just don't
Because
get
in
married?
a prenup, you could write down, a cheating clause, which I would have, right? I want a prenup to make my marriage stronger in the future.
Why are you getting married though?
So you cheat, I cheat. That is going to be bad for the both of us,
But
right?
why are you getting married in the first place?
Because you want somebody to spend your life with.
You can do that without the marriage.
No.
Why not? Why?
Because that is not.
Where's the
Wait,
contradiction?
is it logically possible?
Is it logically?
Yes,
Yeah. Then what are you talking
absolutely.
about? What's the logical?
Why did
yes.
you get married then?
Huh?
Why
Well,
did you
I'm
get married?
religious. I just told you it's a religious institution.
But it's also a financial commitment, right?
Yeah,
and
but if you're
transaction.
not looking at it,
So why didn't you just get
if you-
married in the church?
Because
Are you
I
legal-
did.
are
I
you-
did.
are you
I did
legal-
get married in the church.
Are you legally
Part
married?
of getting married in the
Wait, are you
church
legally
is that you
married,
get
yes or no?
legally married.
Are you
Yes.
legal-
Yes,
okay,
both.
So why did you get
Yes,
legally
both.
married?
license.
For me,
Why did you get legally
me,
married?
yeah,
You
for-
and not
if
just
you're
married in the
religious.
church?
Chill. I'll explain.
Okay.
But I just want to let you know you still haven't answered my question. But I'll explain.
Yes.
But I want to promise you answer mine afterwards.
Sure.
A lot of churches cannot actually marry you legally without utilizing the state. Okay. And also, I was
they're
not
intertwined.
when I got married, which was so many years ago, as rigorous as I am now. I didn't even understand half of these things. That's first.
Okay.
The second thing is, if I was only looking from the materialist view, though, it's financial. Okay.
Realistic view. I'm a
The
realist.
realistic view. Realistically, explain to me what you're going to get out of the marriage that you're not going to get not marriage. What?
Okay. If I am not married and I'm living with a person long term and we have shared financial assets, right?
Yeah.
And one of us decides to hurt the other, betray the other, or anything, and now we want to split, right, as a result of that. Now we both have to go to court. Now I have to hire a lawyer. Now I have to create a mess out of my life just to leave that relationship. If we have kids, it's extremely complicated as well.
Wait,
if
what?
Let me finish my answer. If you do have a legal contract in place that talks about if those things were to happen,
Yeah.
and God hoping that it doesn't,
Yeah.
right? Then I have a plan of action. This is what happens, right? And I.
Why
have an
is
exit
marriage
route.
necessary to any of that?
Can I give you?
Hang on,
you
let her
could've-
finish.
Why is marriage?
Why is marriage necessary for you to have a contract with somebody that they can't take your stuff? Why can't you have a contract with a person on what you're going to do absent marriage.
So you want people to
I'm not.
live-
It's not what I want. I'm asking you a question. Why?
Because again, marriage is a legal contract, and it is a institution that basically is ingrained in our society, and children.
That's not giving me the reason why you need to get married.
Children that come from married households do better. Period.
Is that because of the marriage, or is that because it's a mom and dad in the same household?
Do you think a mom and dad in the
Don't
same
ask me a
house-
question, answer my question.
Wait. Do you think
Answer the question first.
You have to let me answer how I want. You don't get to tell me
Asking
how
me a
to
question is
answer
not
it.
answering it.
You don't get to tell me how I answer.
Okay, so I'm just gonna answer all your questions with questions
I think
then,
it's fair. I think it's fair for you to answer
can.
the question, please.
Yes.
and then
So-
answer it.
So you're trying to compare. You're trying to say that
Mm-hmm.
kids that are raised in a household where the parents are legally married
Yeah.
do the same or have the same advantage as kids that are raised in a household where the parents are together but
Yeah.
not legally married.
Can you tell me what the difference would be?
The difference is, statistically speaking, the ones that
Yeah,
are married
but
do
what
better.
would that have to do with a certificate with the state?
You tell me the correlation.
I'm
not
asking
tell-
you.
I'm trying to prevent marriages
Yeah,
from
but
failing.
I still need to know why
You're
it would
saying-
be
you're
that
saying
you
that-
need to get married at all under your worldview here.
Look,
If the
we're both trying
worldview
to-
is
Okay.
Can you stop?
No, I wasn't. I just actually was thinking
Can-
of a point to make, but
Yeah, but
I didn't do that.
if the worldview here is just that you want to have a contract with somebody and live with them, and that's going to create better outcomes for the kid.
Somehow it does.
You don't actually. You're not telling me why it would be that you would need to get married through the state at all.
Well, we're both trying to, get more people married and to stay
Yeah, but what
married
would be the
longer.
point?
Your argument is that they need to be religious, and my argument is they should sign a freaking paper and talk about the hard stuff together.
No, my
Which is
argument.
easier- which is easier to convert
No, my argument
people
is
or to
that
sign a.
my argument here is that under your worldview, there would be no reason to actually get married through the state, and you have not provided me a single one.
Can
I
I,
have
give one?
provided so many.
Give me one that
So-
you can't have without the state involved. Give me one thing that you're getting from the state you can't
Okay,
just do.
if you go to a hospital, right,
Yeah.
and your partner in life gets sick or hurt,
Uh-huh.
you have nothing to prove that you are their partner, so they can't.
Advanced
You
like,
could just do an advanced
so
medical
that's
directive.
one way. You asked for an
Advanced
example,
medical
and I
directive.
just gave you one, right?
That's advanced medical directive. You don't need marriage for that.
here's what I have to
Okay.
do, just because we have a lot of
You-
people
you
on the
asked for an
panel.
example, I
wanna,
gave it to
I
you.
want to
We
make
could
sure
do
that we
more.
can
That's-
get other people. Hold on.
Yeah, okay.
I want to make sure we can get other people pulled in. Here's what I'll do. I'll give you each 1 minute.
Okay.
To finalize your point on this, and then I do have to move on.
Okay. Yeah. So
Time, and then time permitting, if we want to
no
revisit
problem,
it
no
later,
problem.
I just want to make
So
sure.
I'll finalize it super quick, right? This is a very common feminist trope. It's a very commonist femcon trope. The idea is actually it's going to elevate women. That's the whole point. They're trying to secure the fact that there's going to be failure. They can take the man for everything. That's what the whole point is. And by the way, let me point this out very quickly. She never made a single argument ever for what you would be getting in this relationship, married versus unmarried. She just keeps saying that they should get married for reasons that she can't even explain. She says advanced medical directives, you can have that without marriage. Like, you don't need marriage for any of these things.
Can I get
so
one?
if you're not religious, what is even the
What are
point?
you, whoa, what are you doing?
I just
That's
asked-
all.
I
Can you
just
get
asked,
one?
Can I? Can
Yeah,
I
yeah,
give
sure,
a,
but hang on,
Can I
hang
give
on.
a reason? I've asked like 3 times.
We'll let
now.
her
May I
close
give a
up, though, real
reason?
quick. We'll let her close up.
Can you stop interrupting, please?
Thought it was polite. Sorry.
Huh?
Thought it was polite. Sorry.
Just maybe a hand raise might
Okay,
be better.
sure.
Go ahead.
Me on the
Well,
last
are you
final
done,
words?
Andrew?
I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I think that the benefit of marriage is somebody to witness your life with, to do life with, to make life easier with. And love is the number one component that should bring in people together. But I live in reality, right? And reality means that I want to be protected. I want my partner to be protected. I want us to go into a marriage for the right reasons. And I want to set a good example for my kids and make sure that they are taken care of. God forbid something happens. That's it.
Okay.
Super feminist.
Okay.
It is super
Wait, actually, really
feminist.
quick, I have a chat coming in. Hide the super.
Charles Sterling donated $200.
Thank you, Charles.
Good to see you again, Mr. Wilson. Prenup is to only protect your wealth, not to protect community property.
Yeah.
Share 2 common laws after you've been living together for 7 years.
Thank you, Charles.
I think some states it could be lower than that, or they lowered it, but I'm not sure.
It can vary.
Yeah, it varies.
Okay, you wanted to go.
No, I was just simply going to say, because he keeps asking why get married. So simply just to up level your commitment. It's a spiritual thing as well.
I agree. In fact, I would say it's only a spiritual thing. So the thing is like if you're going to
Not
up
everyone's
level,
Christian.
if you're going to up level your commitment, why do you want a prenup again?
Because if I'm going to be making that commitment, I want a prenup for protection. And what that prenup resembles, it's a reflection on those difficult conversations that you can have in that relationship that you have with your partner and yourself.
Then why get married at all?
Because I love
don't-
someone.
Yeah, but what's preventing you from loving them?
Because I want to up level that commitment. I want to solidify that commitment in a way that involves more than just me and them.
So you want the state to now get involved?
Sure.
It is involved, whether you like it or not.
Wait, do you think so people do make that commitment, they go to the state, they get the marriage license, do you think that this precludes people from splitting up? Because what I see...
It doesn't have to do with splitting up.
It just seems to me
choice
like
that
it's
you're
protection
doing.
for you.
It's with the intention that you're not splitting up. You know?
Actually, I think so. For example, I think it creates, say, obviously people can have two incomes in a relationship, and perhaps in a scenario you guys both have perfectly equal, equivalent income and resources and finances. But typically, you're going to see one person having more resources, more money, higher income than the other. It seems like it actually creates an incentive for the person who makes less money. It actually starts giving them a financial incentive to leave the relationship because there's a financial incentive. I do want to move the topic on a little bit, time permitting. Of course, we can return to it. I think this all kind of kicked off when we were talking about raw meat over here.
I just have one quick question.
Okay, what's up?
As somebody that kind of has your position on this, on prenups, the only argument that I've heard, the strongest one is like, okay, well, why do you get car insurance and then you still drive? Why do you get health insurance and you still go
Wait.
outside?
My position is not don't get a prenup.
Right.
The position, the position,
saying.
the position is simply
What were we talking about
what
for
in the
last
fuck
hour?
is the point of the marriage if the idea here is we need prenups to protect assets? That's what our primary goal is. What the fuck do you even want to get married for then?
Custody.
No, but I'm saying like,
You'll still get custody.
No, I'm talking about second marriage. When you have a second marriage with a new person and they are actively fighting to get custody for their children is a reason, and it happens way more often than you think.